This is the argument used by Piyush Goyal that you can have a big deal like BP, for example, a deal which is into billions of dollars, which may be money may not be shown against the Gujarat account, but what he's saying is the work is happening in Gujarat and Gujarat should get the credit. By the way, by the way, that BP deal did not happen during the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. But Randeep Surjewala has responded. Randeep Surjewala,
my friend,
Randeep Surjewala, counter to counter. Randeep Surjewala.
I have two facts I want to tell. While we are very happy with Gujarat progressing, but the hoax of figures of Vibrant Gujarat are like this. In 2011, the promised investment through Vibrant Gujarat in Gujarat was 20 lakh crores. The actual investment that came was 29,000 crores instead of 20 lakh crores. 8,300 MOUs Shri Piyush Goyal were signed by Mr. Modi as a sign of Vibrant Gujarat. Only 250 actually fructified. He said that he has received the highest FDI since 2000. 297 billion is the highest FDI. The highest FDI was received by Maharashtra, then by Delhi and Haryana, then by Tamil Nadu, then by Bangalore and Gujarat.
He says it's because the deals are not registered.
Pavan Verma, I just explained. You have not understood the method of calculating FDI, Surjewala ji.
That may be your way of looking at it.
Vibrant Gujarat of 2011.
Okay, few minutes left. Gaurav Bhatia, would you cut?
A lot of investments.
Gaurav Bhatia, do you cut?
If the central government doesn't clear any approval,
1 minute.
then obviously
Piyush Goyal, Gaurav Bhatia's turn. Do you cut him some slack? Gaurav Bhatia.
One quick point I wanted to make, that why can't the BJP compare its FDI inflow with the Congress government, because the BJP was at the center also. So, I think it would be more relevant if the FDI inflow during the BJP government at the center is compared to the Congress government. Then these questions would not arise and there would be no need for an explanation as given by Mr. Piyush Goyal. We can have a pan-India comparison.
Everybody gets their facts wrong of late. Even the Union Home Minister thinks that when Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated, the NDA was in power. So everybody has got their facts wrong in this election season. Everybody's got them.
There are 10 other facts which I have contested.
Rahul Gandhi claims.
What about all the other facts?
I will come. 1 minute, please. Allow me to moderate. Allow me to moderate this. Rahul Gandhi says, Mr. Surjewala, hear me tonight. I am saying tonight politicians 90% get their facts wrong. But because they say it very assertively, they get away with it. And on some channels, they get away with it. We won't let them get away with it. Rahul Gandhi claims that the UPA has made more roads than the NDA. Rahul Gandhi claims the UPA has made more roads than the NDA. The centre has itself acknowledged, Randeep Surjewala, that more highways were built during the NDA term. Even Rahul Gandhi gets its facts wrong, but you don't. You're silent on that. Why?
But you must also remember what Rahul ji said. 50,000 kilometers is the National Highway Development Program. Out of that, 30,000 kilometers stands completed. 20,000 kilometers still left. 14,000 kilometers out of that is underway. And that is what Shri Rahul Gandhi said. And 40% of entire country.
As far as my information, according to an affidavit, Mr. Surjewala, according to an affidavit filed by the centre before the Supreme Court in July this year, my information is during the 10-year rule of UPA, the total length of national highways is 16,000 kilometers. The same term during the 9th 5-year plan when NDA was in power is 23,814 kilometers added to the highway network. Or nearly 50% of the national highways constructed in 3 decades happened during the NDA period. So why don't you cut some slack, stop trying to, play the facts around and stop trying to mislead the people. You mislead the people anymore, we'll catch you.
14,000 kilometers that are being constructed.
Rahul Gandhi, right or wrong?
Reading the affidavit with due regards to you, Arnab, selectively and you are not reading the whole statement of Rahul ji. 14,000 kilometers of National Highway Development Program that is today under implementation.
Pavan Verma. 9,500
allow him to come in before. Who made more roads? Pavan Verma. Arati Jerath coming to you.
May I make a quick point? And I have said it before.
Poetry or poetry or
point. I want to make a point. Lies are lies, statistics are damn lies. Leaders use it and then their spokesman keep explaining it. The fact of the matter, Arnab, is that highway construction in this country is far more delayed and neglected than it should be. For a year, the NHAI did not even have a chairman appointed. And therefore, when leaders quote competitive statistics, they must be given in context, and beyond the point they prove nothing either for one party or the other.
What have you said?
I have said...
Did NDA make more roads or UPA make more roads?
It all depends.
We're asking you for that.
Can I say something to you, Piyush? It all depends on how you contextualize statistics.
You can contextualize in
where's the contextualization?
Here you have an explanation and a response by the Congress.
That's a government's affidavit, and Rahul Gandhi in Madhya Pradesh says that they constructed 9,500 kilometers.
Point number 3 tonight. By the way, I'm getting a lot of messages from BJP leaders who say that, I'm not want to go back to it. They say that Narendra Modi is not talking about Chandragupta Maurya.
I said it.
Now you expect people to believe that the first reference to Chandragupta is not of Chandragupta Maurya of the Maurya dynasty, but of the Gupta dynasty.
Because he has clarified it very categorically, my friend.
Okay. I find it tough to believe. Now, next question. I find a lot of things tough to believe.
Man to be an anchor.
I am quite tough, but I find a lot of things tough to believe, including the Congress party claim that there was under Modi financial mismanagement and loss of revenue in Gujarat. Now, this is the claim, whereas Planning Commission data says something completely different. Why are you twisting the facts there, Mr. Surjewala? You want to even say your Planning Commission data is wrong because according to your Planning Commission data, Narendra Modi has significantly managed to bring down public debt by 14%. How can you say financial mismanagement and loss of revenue? Pure politics?
When Shri Narendra Modi took over from Shri Keshubhai Patel,
yes,
45,000 crore was the debt of Gujarat. Today it is 1,38,000 crores. It is the third most indebted state in the country.
Both things are wrong.
Is this not a fact? Is this not reflected in their recent budget? When you compare the 2001-2 budget and you compare it, Mr. Piyush Goyal can laugh as much as he wants to. But 1,38,000 crore is the debt on Gujaratis today. The third most indebted state in the country is Gujarat. Is it not a fact? And does it not reflect the state of indebtedness?
When you show that as a percentage, does it go down by 14%?
When you look at percentages,
yeah, well, look at percentages. I thought everything. One minute. Getting a counter from the JDU tonight.
My debt to GSDP ratio is less.
So,
but the question is not the debt to GSDP ratio having gone down. The question is,
that is the only ratio that matters.
When you are saying,
and the debt has gone up by 90,000 crores.
When you are saying loss of revenue, financial mismanagement,
the third most indebted state in the country.
Counter, interestingly, covering fire for the BJP is coming from the Samajwadi Party. Take it, because it doesn't come out every day. Gaurav Bhatia.
The only question, Arnab, is whether the facts were right or wrong. So I think all the spokespersons should either say yes, the facts were right, or they were wrong and admit that they made a mistake, or their leader made a mistake.
Nobody admits.
More importantly, all the leaders who are addressing the audience or the viewers should do their homework right and should ensure that the numbers that they throw at the audience are correct and not misleading. Otherwise, they are answerable to those people.
Gaurav, I have every data with me on file with hard copies in my iPad.
Up to 1,00,000
Maharashtra is the country's
45,000 crores. What do you say to such a state?
Maharashtra is the country's most indebted state.
But the only point that I'm trying to make is that a person who is trying to be the Prime Minister of the country cannot mislead millions of Indians. That's
Arati
the
saying
only point
something.
I'm trying to make.
Gaurav Bhatia, Arati.
Gaurav Bhatia, country's most indebted state.
Small point, Arnab.
By the way, I have one more.
I think these statistics are... Yeah.
No. Go ahead, Arati.
Sorry. Now, I wanted to say that, what do these statistics mean? In a country where you can't even agree on poverty figures, what do all these statistics mean? I mean, honestly, we've been quibbling about how many people are below the poverty line, how many above the poverty line. Should we use the Tendulkar figures? Should we use planning commission figures?
What happens is
state figures. So I mean, I think these
Arti, let me explain this. Let me explain this for a while. Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, let me explain this.
Yeah.
Because in any country, when there is an election debate happening, then generally you are not allowed to make mistakes. Even when you are making a pot shot at your rival, you better have your facts right. I mean, whether in America or in the United Kingdom, which are functioningly excellent democracies, if you make a slightest mistake, you will be torn apart. In India, you can't just twist it so easily and expect not to be questioned. So therefore, tonight, my last point, 3 minutes into the debate, 3 minutes left.
One quick one.
3 minutes.
Maharashtra is the country's largest indebted state.
3 minutes.
Gujarat is not the third largest. And Gujarat comes 20th in the list of states which have debt from a debt to GSDP ratio. And if Gujarat's economy expands under Mr. Modi's dynamic leadership, and it falls from 38 to 24%. I think it's worth complimenting, isn't it?
If you check planning commission's debt figures, it's there on your
Yes,
the website.
so if you will kindly see,
you believe the planning commission,
to the GSDP,
1 minute,
you will know who is the most indebted and how Congress has performed compared to Gujarat.
1 minute. You believe the planning commission? 1 second. Arti, let's not all speak at the same time. I have a question.
Actually,
I have a question. So tonight the Congress spokesperson says that you go by the planning commission. Now, Anand Sharma says the share of manufacturing to the GDP has grown from 15% to 25% during the UPA regime. Now, the planning commission says that India's manufacturing sector has stagnated at about 16% of the GDP, with India's share in global manufacturing at only 1.8%. So now tell me, Mr. Surjewala, either Anand Sharma is right or the planning commission is right.
It's actually 15.11.
I thought about 16%.
It's 15.11.
Roughly we are in the same
right.
No, watch. I need to put it. Either Anand Sharma is right or the planning commission is right.
Complete statement of Shri Anand Sharma.
I've read the complete.
He also meant a portion of the services sector which can be part services, part manufacturing sector. Yes, manufacturing is a matter of serious concern. The national manufacturing zones that have been introduced by Prime Minister and the Commerce Minister are because
I'm talking of the manufacturing sector. Where did services come in?
Manufacturing needs to be increased.
I'm talking about manufacturing sector. Manufacturing contributes 16%. In China, manufacturing contributes 34%. You make a claim that manufacturing has gone up from 15 to 25%. You are telling the people of India we are catching up with China. That is not correct. This is either correct or incorrect.
It's
Mr.
15.11 and it's stagnated for 2 decades.
And what happens if
manufacturing is a collective effort of all stakeholders, states and center, and it's the way
Pavan Verma,
in many manner to creating that many more
that way you can say but by that logic you can also say
has been brought out because of that.
That way you can also say
corridor is being brought up because of that.
That way you can also
many other corridors.
Mr. Surjewala, smart but not good enough.
Has been static.
Smart
but
move,
manufacturing needs to go up.
Mr. Surjewala, that's a smart move, but it's not good enough. By that logic, you can even say the media and the agriculture sectors are also effectively part of the manufacturing sectors, because we talk about manufacturing and the products of manufacturing are consumed by farmers. Please don't apply that kind of a logic. It was a smart move. I don't think you're getting biased for that. Pavan Verma, do you buy that?
I don't buy it.
What's the moral of the story?
I tell you, I don't buy it. And the moral of the story, Arnab, is that unless the political leadership of responsible parties subject themselves to be corrected for a claim that has been made rashly or wrongly or deliberately to mislead, you cannot have a serious debate in this country.
Arnab, I'm happy to debate with any spokesperson one-on-one, whether Mr. Sharma wants to defend his figures or the finance minister. I have my figures.
But broader point being made here, I go to Arati, is that you see, now you will not, on history, some people make mistakes. On economics, some people. No, when you make mistakes, you accept we make mistakes. Yeah. That's it. Don't get so hyper
don't
defensive.
Take the people for dumb puppets whom you can just manipulate.
Okay, Arati Jerath.
You can speak for yourself.
Arati Jerath, very seriously. Arati Jerath, will we see political parties correct themselves in India?
No, I don't think so. Because this has been going on for some time and it's going to continue going on. And I think the debates are just going to get worse and worse. Arnab, this campaign has gone on for far too long. Elections are next year in April. Campaign began in January this year. I mean, 1.5 years. I mean, obviously people are going to hurl insults and abuses at each other and misquote figures.
No, I think we give Gaurav Bhatia the last word tonight, because a corrigendum is a good thing. If there's something wrong which happens in the media, the channel or the paper says we made a mistake, you put a corrigendum.
And I have not received any rejoinder to what I said, by the way, Arnab.
Well, you can.
I am waiting for a rejoinder to my statistics.
Mr. Bhatia. Mr. Bhatia, please, last word tonight.
Yeah, I think the politicians should also learn. If they make a mistake, admit the mistake, apologize, and be better prepared the next time. Having said that, I think the Newshour and you can also play an instrumental role in the forthcoming elections by sharing with the viewers all the authentic data on social, economic and other parameters, and those would give everybody the fair chance to assess whether the BJP, Congress or a third front or any other party has done a good job or not, rather than, politicians debating. I think that
we will
certainly a good idea to give the data of riots in the different states in the last 10 years.
We will do that, and including the riots and what led to it in Uttar Pradesh, Muzaffarnagar, the claims of Naresh Agarwal, etc., etc. Now, I think there's serious room for a strong factual index to be put out on the Newshour every day. We'll do that. We'll put the facts out every night, despite what the politicians may claim. Thank you so much. This has been very interesting. Thank you for joining me on debate number 2 tonight.
Thank you, Arnab.
Thank you, Mr. Surjewala.